Welcome back, traders, to the part 2 of the daily market outlook, analysis, forecast, and trade profit opportunities. This is the part where we look at dollar pairs, which are of course the major pairs, and see what we have. So let's go to Euro USD. From yesterday, Euro USD has been coming down. Not really the fastest of them all, but it has been coming down, and will also continue to go down, because I'm seeing this correction right here. I'm seeing this right here, and I think this will continue to go down. And if all this happens right here, this might be a standalone correction on its own. And this has nothing to do with it. But if it has something to do with this, then it should break this low to come back up, and then we go. Now that's one option. If it has something to do with that too, it might break this low, it might form another correction, break the low again, it might even form another one, break the low again. But then, because it has something to do with it, we will eventually get that move before we come down. So there are varieties of options that you might want to consider here as possibilities. But do we have any trade set up even on the 5 minutes? Nothing yet. Do not jump into the trade, because it could easily reverse for the top again, especially when you have this pullback here, especially when you have this sharp move. When you have this sharp move coming down here, and then you have this, so you might get that sharp move to come down, and then this goes back again. So if you don't get any solid flag to confirm that this is going down, at least to give you a hedge against sudden spike or your loss, then don't jump in. Wait for the flag, which will be your confirmation, and sell. Rather to be on a safer side, rather than just jumping into the trade from there, because you think it would come down. You can put your entry order under this low. So if it's coming, remember this is the 5 minutes, so on the 1 hour you have this. So if it's coming, let it come. If it's coming, let it come. It should give you a profit, right? It should give you some profit. So that's it. And GBP USD, I was looking for this move since yesterday, and I've been looking for that move since yesterday, and it's not coming. It's not really coming. So I was looking at this late New York section, and close to rollover time. I was looking at this. I was waiting for this to form, and it didn't quite finish before I left my screens, and it finished. It gave us an impulse, gave us a correction, came to break the top, and it's not going yet. So just put your, if you're tagged, you can close and put your entry order above this stop, because it might just come down some more, and this might even be all the correction we have here for this before we can eventually see this. Okay, just like we have a 1 2 3 here before we got this, we can also have a 1 2 3 here before we get this. It's possible. So trade carefully. If you tagged on this, get rid of your trade and put your entry order buy stop above the top, just in case it does this still. NZD USD. So I was looking at this yesterday to be a triangle, so a possible triangle. Let me show you. I was looking at this yesterday to be a possible triangle, and then I thought this was the impulse. It would make a correction here, especially after breaking out from this stop, make a flag, and then we'll buy, but it didn't happen. It didn't really happen for whatever reason, but if that was to be triangle, it was really perfect. It was perfect, where you have the 1, you have the 2, you have the 3, you have the 4, you have the 5. So had this broken out from here, that was perfect, or that would have been perfect, but it didn't. So and that's okay. That's a market. We don't control it. We only do what market follow what the market is doing. Sorry. So now the question is, this thing came down pretty much over 50% of this. With all these correction. So I'm leaving this as this, leaving this as the top. So if we have this, if we have this impulse and we have this correction here, is this the one coming for that move still, or is it going to form a bigger correction here by just breaking this stop, comes down? Is it going to form a contracting flat where you have to fall short here and not going to break it up and still come down? So there are varieties of options that could happen here, and what you need to do is wait to see if this forms a correction, a flag here. If it forms a flag here, you can consider buying it for one move, and maybe it becomes this. But if you see an impulse just like it is coming down right here, if this makes an impulse down, makes a flag, sell it, because this could be this. This could be the correction in the middle, and we are coming for this. See, that's also an option. And the third option is that this was all the correction in the middle, and we have this all completed, and this becomes all the correction and this is the impulse, this is this, and we're going up. That's the third option. So you just have to be patient and wait to see what the market is doing. AUD USD, same thing also. This is the top, and I'm thinking this might be all the correction we have here, and this might just be everything we have in the middle here, and this might be going up. But that's not the final conclusion yet, because the whole decision is still left open for a possibility of this being also a 1 2 3, a 1 2 3, and then we come down here, completing this, go up here, complete this, and we may even come down to complete this and still go up to test this stop, making this a 1 and expanding flat in the middle, being a 2, and then a 3. Remember, we have a 1 2 3 here, can also have a 1 2 3. So the options are there. You just have to patiently wait for market to do what it has to do, and make sure you're understanding what, or have a clue of the possibility of what it's trying to do before you jump into your trades. All right, USD CAD. So this one is gradually, slowly and sluggishly crawling down, and that is not what I'm expecting though. I'm expecting this to do this, or I have been expecting it to do this, which is this move. But look what we have here. Let's go to the 5 minutes. Look what we have here. Let's just take all this to be the impulse. Okay, let's just take all that to be the impulse. We have this sharp move, we have this sharp move, we have this being corrective, and we have this. If we get this being this, then we'll look for a sell from here. I would personally, if I get that, I would personally go to the 1 minute or 2 minutes, wait for an impulse, a flag, and I sell it. So once it comes down to break this low, I put my stop loss at break even and see if it continues to go or not. That is the plan. Talking about seeing if it continue going or not, this can also form whatever you wanted to form here, comes, breaks this low, making this a correction, and then goes back up. That's also possible, and then after that we can then get this move. All right, anyways, those are the options we have on USD CAD. Now USD JPY, I was talking to some guys. This thing didn't come down quite well. Wow. So I was talking to some guys, and I was like telling them to look out for JPY sales from yesterday. I mean, sell opportunities, because it's about to happen. And a guy particularly told me that JPY trend is trending upwards, and any trade in the opposite direction be against the trend, yes, but it says, I've forgotten how he put it. It says it will be too dangerous, and yeah, it will be too dangerous when you don't know what you're looking out for, or when you don't know that the market could change and you could change your analysis, and that nothing is fixed. I'm saying look out for sales, and I saw this and I know it is going to buy, and I know it's going to go up. The sell I am looking out for is this move right here, which is going to come. It will happen. The overall trend I know is upwards, and you can see it. You can see that this is an upward trend. That's sure, it's very clear. But I'm saying look out for this sell, and they don't just understand what I mean. Although it was a chart, it was just me trying writing tests and sending to them, not really a video course. If they watched my video, they would have understood what I was saying and understood that I didn't say we are turning to the downward trend and we're going to continue the downward trend. And if you look at this right here, you can see the divergence telling you that we are going to come down to at least have a cross here or something like that before we continue. Crossover here before we continue. So with that being said, that's what to look out for on JPY pairs. Let me go back to the 1 hour 15. And if we even go to the 5 minutes, you can see that you can see whatever is happening right here is, you can see the internal divergence here. Whatever is happening right here is about finishing, and we might get this move this week. Hopefully we might get it this week. So but if you see clear buy opportunities, of course you can go for the trades. If you see clear buy opportunities, just like this right here might just be forming buy setups, and could do this, have this cluster here, go up, could come here, and after that could go up, could also come here. And if you see all this, it's either making a channel for that and getting ready for that drop, or it is just making a running flat that will continue going up or give us at least one more impulse. So those are the variations and options you have, and you just have to understand what the market is doing. And yeah, but was this a good trade? Of course it was. And if you're looking at it from the 5 minutes, that was a huge trade. That was a huge one. I had it like this because I thought this was at least coming down to about this low. This was the very correction in the middle. This expanding flat, and I was expecting this move, and it's something equal to this. That was why I have this arrow here, but it didn't happen, and that's okay. That's fine. We'll go on to the next one, which is USD CHF. And yesterday it was here. I was let's go back to the 15. It was here yesterday, so I thought this was coming down for this. Initially I wanted to come break, at least touch this top or break it before it comes down, but when it started pulling back, I thought I make this correction. I thought okay, it should come down for this, and this might just complete itself before we see this, but it didn't happen that way, and it only made a correction here. So we have this, and if we have such a correction in the middle of everything that is happening here, let me put a line so you don't get confused. Oh no, let me put this. If we have this correction right here in the middle of all this, hold on, if we have this correction right here in the middle of this, and also it being in the middle of everything that has happened right here. Now the question is this the core correction, or is this the middle correction and this is just this, or is this just the really heart of the correction, and we're just going to crawl back like this? Or is this just the heart of the correction and we're just going to crawl back like this, go up like this, come down again before we go, right? Before we eventually have this move. Is that going to be so? Well, we don't know yet. We don't know what the market would do. We don't know exactly how it will do it. All we just need to do is follow what the market is doing. So if we have an impulse here and a correction, we're going to sell it to this low. It doesn't matter if it's coming down for this or for this. We're going to sell it to this low, and we're going to look for buy opportunities. And again, it doesn't matter if we're buying it for this or for this move coming down, coming from this down. It doesn't matter. All we need to do is to monitor it, and when it gets here, breaks this stop. If it's coming for this move, once it breaks this stop, it will form a flag somewhere and continue. But if it breaks it and you want to take your profit and wait, of course you can do that, and that might just be the best option for you. With all that being said, let's wait to see what will happen. But from here, can it go up some more? Of course it can. No one says it can't. It can, of course. And nothing says it can't go up more from there. Nothing says that. So let's keep an eye on that. And what other pair, USD pair, am I going? So a quick rundown of the trades I am in. Remember this move yesterday? I told you GBP AUD. Remember I told you that I was waiting for this move. Sorry. Remember I told you this move would happen, and if it happens, this will most likely come or happen. And it just happened. If you got these trades, especially after this correction, if you got these, congratulations. This was another opportunity here. If you got that, congratulations. And if you also got this, congrats to you. And now we are in this coming down, and this, I'm thinking this, and if this is an impulse, then this will be the impulse. So here is what we have on the bigger picture. Let me go back to 1 hour or 4 hours. Let me go to 4 hours. Yeah, on the 4 hours we have this as, we're looking at this as a possible correction here, running flat. And if that is what we are thinking it is, then this move is coming to break this low. So you see the move is a huge one. And if that is the case, let's go to the daily. If that is that case, then this might also be all the correction we have in this middle, and this move might, remember we have a big flat here, and that could be this, and we are just coming for this. This is also a possibility. And then this second option, like I was saying, it would be this being an impulse, a correction, an impulse, sorry, correction, an impulse again, before we eventually get this. So whichever one it is, we're here to monitor it and figure out which one it is. So back to the 1 hour. Wait for the trade setups and take the trades. Wait for the setups and take the trades. What other trades we looking out for? Okay, so I don't know why this has to go back up. I don't know, I saw it yesterday, but didn't want to buy it. I'd rather leave it to go break this stop, and then I look for sales from the top. But again, that might not be the case. This might just be, let me go down to the 15. Yeah, this might just be a correction into this impulse, a pullback, and then we might just be heading down. We don't know which one it is yet. How do we figure out? It has broken this stop, broken out of this whole consolidation here. It might even pull back for this one. If it does, keep an entry order here for this possibility. Another option is that all this is the correction, and then we have an impulse, a correction, we sell. Remember the move we're coming for, it is this. Yeah, it is this. So wait for that, wait for that to give you a clear a roadmap of where it is going to, and you take your trades. Euro AUD, this one is one that might just be forming a correction here, and if that be the case, then let's just wait for whatever it's doing here. This is the low. Let's put a line there so we can easily identify it. Sorry. and this could be part of this, or a standalone correction on its own. If it's part of that, then we have it. We have possible to here. We might get this, or after this drop we might get another correction, we might get a drop, we might even get another one, get a drop. But if this is part of everything happening here, we'll get this, we'll complete it, and we'll come break this low, then we'll go back up for this. So that is what you should be looking out for. So for now, I think what we have is a 1, a 2. We are in the third move, which might be a 1, a 2, and a 3. Okay, and if it's coming down to this deep with all these things in the middle, then we'll go for this and we'll sell from the top. But before all that happen, what is the immediate trade we have? Do we have a setup? Let's look at the 5 minutes for a clearer view. Do we have a setup? Yeah, we might be having a setup here. We might just be having a setup here. We might just be having a setup here, and I don't think this is completed yet. I think this one is trying to form a correction on its own before we come down. So but wait for an impulse here, a correction. You can sell and then see what it does. When you're selling, you can put your stop loss above here just for the possibility of this pulling back and taking you out if you have your stops here and then go in your direction. Okay, you can just trade it with a minimal lot. If it moves away here, forms another correction smaller, you can then enter another trade. But just keep your eye on that too. Euro AUD. Let's look at Euro GBP. I think it took. Okay. So remember yesterday I talked about this pair, and I said if what is happening right here is the major correction in all this, then we're going to move out from here, and then we might just repeat this. Comes down and goes. Well, we came down, and if this is what I am expecting, or this is what I'm looking at, then this thing just formed an expanding flat, and we might just be heading up. If not, here is another option. If not, then it has broken this low, and this will just be a correction for a continuation. This will be every correction we need, and we are coming down to break this low again. But keep your eyes on that one. Keep your eyes on this. You put an entry order here or here for this possibility. But if it does this, maybe does another one, does this, cancel this, cancel it, because it will do this and come down. So that's the options you should be looking out for. What other trade? NZD card. Okay, came down quite well, quite deep, sorry. Why? Okay, okay, so I was looking at this to be a possibility. So I was looking at it coming to break this top. Which did it break the top? Let me see. Yeah, it did break the top, but I don't like the way it's coming down. It's coming down very correctively, and it's coming down very correctively. English is hard. It's coming down very corrective, and I don't like that movement. And this is now making me think that this is a correction on its own, making it a part of this, and whatever pullback we had here was just a deep pullback on its own, and we're having an impulse, we're having a correction, and we're just going to continue. And I think that's what we are going to go for right now. Let's leave it this way. Let's leave it that way. But in all, we're in this whole impulse, still in the middle of it. So whatever is happening here will finish. Whatever is happening here will finish, and we'll get this. And remember, the whole direction is downwards. So this is what we should be looking out for. Let me give you a clue of a possibility here. Give you a clue of a possibility here. Let's take this for instance. Sorry. We could see this come right here, go back, and even do this. We could see do this. This might just be a part of whatever is happening here. Could see it come down. Remember, I'm on the 50 minutes, and we could see this. So just keep your eye on whatever is happening here. Keep your eye on it. Keep your eye on it. You'll get trades. Keep your eye on it. And what other things should we look at? Other instruments. Let me other instrument, card, CHF. Okay. Okay, you did more than what we wanted it to do. So where is it going from there? Where is it going from there? Could it come down still? Or if it forms a flag, Okay, let's take a look at the bigger picture. We're still in this correction, so we are expecting this move to complete before we get this. I see. Okay, so with that vision, what do we have on the 15? So we maybe still can expect downward movements to come. But it doesn't seem to be ready yet, since it's forming a flag here to go about. Since we're looking for downward movement, I wouldn't want to jump into that unless we are having this, right, where we have this. Let me show you. Unless we are having this right here now, where we have this, we are having this, and after that we're going to have this, and after that we're going to have this, unless we are making that. And that's also a possibility. It's also a possibility. And then if you look at that, then this broke the low, so this is supposed to come from here. And if that be the case, then this right here can make a correction, go up, can even make another one, go up, may come back, go up, or this might just be all the correction we have, and it's just going up. I would want this to be all the correction, because if it forms something bigger here, then we might just be in this whole mess for a long time. Yeah, so I would just say this one is very sensitive, and I would just stay away from it, and I advise you do same. Oh, Euro card, can we take a look at it? Okay. We're still expecting this move coming down, and this is forming a correction. Might come down one more, but then there is a possibility of this also happening before we move down. So keep your eye on it, keep your eye on it. Let's measure this, keep it here for you to easily understand, that this possibility exists. This possibility exists. And did I check AD and ZD? Just stay away from this one. Stay away. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just leave it. Leave it alone. NZD card. Okay, I did that. All right, I think I've covered a lot on this particular one, and we call it the next one is JPY pairs, which is the third recording for the day. See you on the other video. Trade carefully.